A very big welcome and a very big happy new year to one and all. It is, well, we're back, as always, right on TV, covering every sport that you'd ever need in your life. And, well, it's a bit of a mix-up, innit? It's going to be a razzmatazz of Predator at Fuji Speedway here across the absolute ends of the globe. Current time is 11:53 in the morning, about to tick over into the afternoon according to the sim time. I don't know how accurate that is, but it's somewhat accurate. Track temperature of 34 degrees Celsius with a 94 degree Fahrenheit conversion. Mostly cloudy with a 4 km/h easterly wind. However, it is not a typical 3-class setup. This is actually the Predator format. The Predator format, well, it stipulates quite a few things. Number one, the normal classes, quote unquote, well, they're meant to finish at the same time. You're thinking to yourself, well, isn't that not the idea of one class setup? No. This is technically 3 classes boiled into one. Whoever crosses the line first and wins. And, well, you know, we're across the line first. It doesn't matter which car it is in, either in the GTP, an LMP2, or in a dinky little GT3. Well, it's up to you how it happens. But you know, Craig, we're kind of the experts on the L Predators, aren't we?
I'm an expert in the Predator, not the older Predator. Sorry, I could not do that. No, this is one of our favourite formats, as we did the last Predator series a few years ago. So the GT3s, for those who are wondering, there is a bit of a handicap. Those GT3s are going to be going on go, and in theory, they might cross the finish line first. Who knows? But after 12 minutes and 45 seconds, we'll keep you all tapped in because I love to do countdowns because I'm a nerd. The LMP2s will come out, and then 17 minutes 28 seconds into the race, the GTPs. So that really sounds like when you think the GT3s do like a 96-second lap. So you look at that with 12 minutes, you're looking at about a 6-7 lap advantage for both classes, and that's how many laps that the faster classes will have to undo and then get ahead of. So it's going to be tough for them. But, I mean, I think the last time we did this, an LMP2 won, if I recall.
I think it was an LMP2, but I think it was simply because they were so much faster than the GT1s that they basically got... No, they were so much faster than the GT3s, and then what happened was the GTPs couldn't catch up fast enough. I think that was what the end result was. And as of right now, I don't know what happened before, but I think for the Pacific, they were pretty close. I mean, it turned out that it was only a few seconds in between the different classes, so pretty close. Now, those are the three different classes. GTP, basically, it is literally only one Acura. This poor man called Sam Harper is in the Acura, and then everybody else is in well, how should I put this? In Porsches. Porsche. That's a Porsche. That's also a Porsche. That's not a Porsche. That's a Cadillac. Okay, well I may have a goose the gun there a little bit.
That's a Porsche.
That's a
Porsche. That's a Porsche.
Why is that logo?
That's a Cadillac. We don't want that there.
Why is that Cadillac logo so wide?
It is. That's just the way it is. Just embrace the Cadillac logo, Rob.
I'm not embracing the Cadillac logo. Give me a reason.
It is. Yeah. It is interesting though. I can't. America. I don't know. Everything's bigger in America. I don't know. America. So yeah, there are only 5 GTPs out there today. Now they do get a victory as we fade to black.
Don't worry about it. I'm just fixing something.
Okay, so if you notice, don't worry. We are just locking your screen to do updates. Sorry, that's what it reminds me of. Okay.
Right. But back to it, because I forgot to tick on trading paints. This is going to be sort of the chill, laid-back stream as we look back at 2023. If you want the high and serious stuff, go watch GSRC. But we will be here to give you all of the chill moments, the very cool moments.
That's the GSRC broadcast with Jake Sperry and Jerry Atterbury, who were robbed of being on the final nomination list for the VCO Simmies. I'm not salty.
Yeah, that was. Did we get nominated for anything?
No. Here's the thing. I always tweet out, "Don't vote for me," because they don't nominate me. Because I'm like, yeah, just don't bother. There's so many people that are so good, and I'm like, we've worked with those guys, and you just look at them, you're like, wow, they're really good, and I'm thinking they got to be nominated. To be fair, DJ got in the final nomination list.
Well, Clark.
I thought it was fantastic. But
yeah.
Remember, the VCO Simmies are not just iRacing; it's all Sims. So, a Troll Vision got Best Commentator for his work on Rensport. Deserved. Well deserved. I'm not saying, Jake should have won or something like that, but I was like, they did a really good job this year on the iRacing broadcast. They probably, would have been nice for them to be on that final list just to have that appreciation. At the end of the day, we vote for who we'd like to see. then whoever gets it, whoever gets in the final deserves it. So
yeah, exactly. So this is how it's going to work. Basically, everything you thought of a race is not going to be a race. It's going to be different because it's a race. I don't know how else to explain it.
Everything you ever thought about a race is not a race because it's a race. Great, Rob. Great.
Yeah, but it's not the typical kind of race because as of right now, what will happen is essentially, well, we're going to go to the race. So basically, what will happen is slowest class will start first. The faster two classes will start in the pits and will wait for their release timers, which have been pre-described. Yeah, it is pre-described.
Prescribed, not pre-prescribed. They've been prescribed.
Yes, indeed. So as of right now, the only thing that you should be seeing is these lads, which are the GT3s lining up. There's one there. There's another there. There's another there. And there's another there. So,
is there another one there?
There is another one there. Another one behind him.
Is there a Colt? Is there a Colt there?
Where's Michael? He's not lined up yet. There he is.
Now there he is. Wait,
there he is.
Black.
Yeah, he has got a Colt in the back.
But it's not black.
Yeah, it's blue.
What? Why?
Because it's not Colt.
It's not a Colt.
It's not Colt. It's not Colt.
Not Colt.
But that is the starting line. Now, usually you would have expected that the base car.
Look at the gap. Base car's just there, like guys. Also, Steam.
Yeah. Hang on. We're so professional. We're so professional.
No, we're just installing some updates on your PC. Don't worry.
It's so professional. I'm so professional. Got a new video capture card, and I forgot that things are different now that I've got a capture card. But
so
what
David Baker? David Baker's going to be leading us off today, and that is David Baker for the Grizzly TFR boys with Marcus Stromberg right next to him. We remember Marcus, Bright Esports. They're in a battle here. Going to be an interesting battle, and also notice the lower lower I rating drivers are driving the GT3s, not because they think it's going to be the advantage. This is the car they feel more comfortable with, Rob.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, driving the car that you're most comfortable in, that you can bang out the fastest laps. That is essentially it. But what will essentially be it is, for the first 10 minutes or so, according to the timer, it will be essentially a GT3 race. 90 laps on the clock. Whoever crosses 90 laps first will win. And here we go. Pace car pulls off. All other classes are stuck in the pits. They'll see these lot get by very slowly now. And off they go. That is 90 laps of the runaway train that is Predator. Starts now.
Down they go. And you start to see them fan out a little bit. Some of them just looking to see if they can make the moves, but nothing going on at the moment. You see Stromberg, though, is going to get that side-by-side with Jacob Hyde. And Jacob Hyde's going to get that start around the outside into 2, down into turn 3. Coca-Cola corner, we have some chaos already.
It's going to be Lynn Kinchelow turned around for unorthodox. That is not going to be what he would have expected, but at least it was starting early and not in the middle of a hell. Now, you are seeing what you're seeing because it is quite literally like this. There's not much to say apart from there is IMSA 23 is the class that you need to pay attention to because that's where everybody's queued up. We're waiting for everybody else to queue up for the other two classes, but I think Craig will have an idea of when they'll grid. 20 racers.
Yeah, 20 racers. By the way, you're seeing Michael Hagstrom because for some reason he's gone onto the grid too early. So Michael Hagstrom is gone early. Adam Facaponte is going to have a battle here with Hackenschut and just could not make that move. That man should not be on the track.
Oh dear. I think we are in due course for a... Uh-oh, I think he's realized his mistake.
He's been told to tow, and I think he's just going to go into the pit, which is a big problem, because that's going to give him a lap advantage.
Yes, it is. But at the lead, this is Michael Hagstrom, or Marcus Hagstrom, or Marcus Stromberg, sorry, on Jacob Hyde, crossing the line. You can just hear the engines blazing out. Stromberg on the inside. Or on the outside, actually. Does he get the chance? Oh, shoved off, though. Vaccaponti moving up.
That move, yeah. Teammates there making the move, and it did not work for them.
Yeah, Vaccaponti making his choice of... what's the word I'm looking for? His choice of car. Make it work, make it nice, make it absolutely aerodynamic as well, as he's coming on to Hakan Schutt. Coming up through the pecking order. And we have some movers around. It's basically a lot of Porsches.
Oh, yeah, but look at Stromberg. Stromberg's just lost 2 more positions. Jeff Schmeier got past him. Jeff Cardamone then got by. And now Simeon Braffin is about to try and make that nut around the outside of turn 10. At the Dunlop corner, he tried to make that move around the outside and did it.
Very well done. Perfectly executed. Magnificent. I can say that he did actually come into the pits, did Mikael Hagström.
But unfortunately, he's now a lap ahead of everyone.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure he's going to get a penalty to rectify that situation. I'm pretty sure.
Everyone gets told the rules. We were there in the race briefing as well.
Yeah,
we decided to be in the back.
Joshua Hampton's told, or did he just enter? No, he just entered because Antro still doesn't understand when a new joiner joins. Brathen on the inside of Jeff Cardamone is the car number 314 on your screens. Still trying to go through, chasing down Jeff Schmeier. As a reminder that this is just one grouping of people, so we have a few of our lads and a few of the pro lads in here, so it is going to be a bit of a topsy-turvy situation at the moment.
There are lads now, are they?
There are lads, yes.
Okay. Yeah, our lads.
Yeah, there are instead of our lads.
They're like our, you know, when you had the Hot Wheel cars.
Oh, I know the one.
Hot Wheel cars. Can I play Hot Wheels with you? I'll bring my cars if you bring yours.
Yes, Hot Wheels. That wasn't what we played. We played Conkers on our playground. Oh, you're on about this. Oh yeah, you know. Oh, sorry, Cardamine. Where has he gone off? Oh, Cardamine.
Oh, hello.
Oh, Cardamine. That is the wrong place to be. Oh, that's the wrong place to be. What happened to him?
He's self-spun. Too hot.
Yeah,
too hot.
Too hot through the chicane.
And then
yeah, then came back out. That's a bit ropey, isn't it?
It is. I was just going to point out as well. I did have a track map sorted, as he's now trying to get to Stephen Muir. And unfortunately, I have a track map for the Grand Prix layout, which has that stupid hairpin at the bottom of the hill. And we're not using that hairpin today. Mike Majors, thank you. I hate it. I hate that chicane.
Yeah.
And I don't like using the word hate a lot.
Yeah,
it adds
chicane.
Nothing to the track.
Chicane is there just to annoy me. And that is Jan Brony being pressed on the inside by Stefan Mjuk. Ooh, very tightly packed there, coming through the hairpin on the end of the straight. Sweeping around. Sweeping right-hander now. You have to carry as much speed as you can. A little bit of a pinch there from Jan Brony. Very perfectly executed. Shuffles Stefan to the outside, where he's going to be under threat from Jeff Cardamine. And let's hop on board with him and see how he's doing. Probably looking in his rearview mirror as well. That isn't a roll bar issue that Cardamine is having with his car. That is literally where the rear wing is on that Porsche, and that's where the rear view panel is, where the camera is for the Porsche. He is full of AMG in his rear view mirror, and he's full of Porsche in his front. At least, I hope so. Yes, he is. That is an AMG behind him. As of right now, though, I'm pretty sure he is wanting to get past. Oh!
oi, oi. He'll get the good run over Yambroni, though. That's going to be pretty easy, and he'll get the slipstream as well. So that's going to be good. Watch Stephen Mjuk as well behind. You'll just see him in the rearview mirror there. He's using the toe. Here is the blimp camera brought to us by Panasonic today because they're still going and they have all the sponsorship in Japan. And he's going to make this, and all of a sudden, that is Michael Hogg losing 3 positions on a straight and a big dive from Cardamone and gets it done.
I don't think he fought it, though. He did definitely lift off because he did definitely, like, you could see that where he actually did. Looking at Facaponti now.
Old name for us.
Yes, an old name. He originally came from our section of the woods and then went to pro.
It came from Sportsman. That sounds like a horror movie.
It came. Isn't there one that said it came from outer space or something? Like one of those is one of them was named that.
I was watching the British version of Jeopardy this week, and one of the categories was it came from Scotland, and there was a guy from Scotland. Yeah, it was questioned about Scotland, and there was a guy from Scotland, and no surprise because of that he was able to win. He won overall. He then lost the next day, but yeah. And Stephen Fry's just there like, this sounds like a horror movie, and I'm like, yeah,
it probably is a horror movie if it came from Scotland. But ding. Anyways, enough of that. It's Jacob S. Hyde with David Baker. Now, notice the lap counters. About to go up to 5. That's 5 laps completed. We're on lap 6 now. I think the GT...
4.5 minutes.
Yeah, 4.5 minutes until these
the LMP2s.
Yeah, and don't worry, I'm going to have to refresh the screen twice on the trot just so that I can get everything back up and running because... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't know.
Advo's having some interesting things. Discord's having some interesting things because I don't know if it's an Advo thing or not. Because like yesterday, you had a couple freezes, and I heard nothing on Discord. I didn't know it was Discord.
Oh no, that was just me. That was just me.
That was you.
That was just me. Yeah.
Right.
Also, Hakan Shut keeping on board with him as he looks behind. Bright Esports being challenged by Facaponti from his rear. And
which is the Evolve Sim Sports car, which is an interesting battle.
Yeah, Evolve Sim Sports versus Bright Esports. I'm pretty sure we covered this at one point as well, didn't we? Or was that
NRG? NRG. No, it was Bright. It was Bright versus NRG.
Yeah, that was the high. That was our highlight. Was that?
Oh, we've had more highlights than that.
Oh, we did. Yeah, we did. Well, I mean, that's what we're going to talk about throughout today's race is what we've done and sort of, you know, what the history of things were coming from our end of the woods. Well, I'll tell you what. This was Predator was not the first race last year. Do you remember what the first race last year was?
I thought it was Predator.
Nope.
Is it the Intimidator?
It was the Intimidator. It was.
Are you sure?
It was the 2 hours of Sebring. I thought was the first race.
That was Predator.
Oh, was that Predator? Oh, oops.
Yeah.
Okay, well, my naming convention was wrong then because it didn't even say that. It just said, "Oh, Michael Hogg, not cold, making a move on the inside. That is going to be Wolf Dietrich Hotto, but not able to execute as of right now."
2 minutes. Is it 2 minutes? Hang on, I do have this on the piece of paper. Yep. 2 minutes remaining until the LMP2s come out. By the way, Rob, as per usual, there's a charity attached to this race. And we are looking at Kronz and Cultis Foundation, which, of course, it's for those living with Crohn's disease and Cultis as well. Crohn's disease I actually know because a very a well-known cricketer in England suffers from Crohn's disease, and I say well-known as well. He's very local, and I say he's very local. He went to my local cricket match once, commented on my catching skills of a set of car keys, and then we bumped into him at Christmas time in the Marks and Spencer's supermarket. Other supermarkets are available.
I just want to point out, by the way, that Yambroni's rendered livery.
Oh, yeah! Have you had that glitch on the iRacing UI?
Yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't happened for a while.
Yeah, that's there it is again. But they're all being held up by Stefan Mjuk, who managed to pass the attack, but has since lost the toe of Jeff Cardamine, who is chasing down Matt Gelder, who is chasing down Marcus Stromberg, who is chasing down Daniel Howard. Might go lightly, definitely going very lightly into turn 1, going very wide through there, but able to hold on to 8th position.
Less than a minute, Rob.
Less than a minute until these lot. That is cameras on nobody, because I'm going to have to, unfortunately, refresh the whole thing, but we should be back in a moment. They are lined up. That is Adam Facaponti as of right now, as he makes his way down.
Well, I wanted to point out, Rob, with 30 seconds left till the LMP2s come, here's the interesting battle. The battle is going to be the pit lane. They can't leave the box. They can't queue up like it's F1 qualifying. But also, who has the engine off and able to start it in time? That's going to be the interesting one. Yeah.
Right. But how is that going to be interesting?
Because first out the pit will get the advantage. With 3 seconds to go, the LMP2s are now coming out. And Martin Pearson is the first man. He's going to get a jump. In fact, there is a jump. Edward Shelley and Garen Batten's going to fight out of the pit lane. You're missing nothing here. You're seeing some side-by-side fighting. And I'm going to be embracing my
thank you, embracing the Murray Walkerness, because I was able to just get it back up and running just in the nick of time. And we are back racing with Martin Pearson leading the way. They are 7 laps down on the good against the GT1s or GT3s.
But Rob, 4 of them made it out before the GT3s came out. Everyone else has had to get around the GT3s.
So Travis Henderson has had to get around, Tom Guess has had to get around, and everybody behind him. And if we look at their top 10, we can now see that everything is back up to normal. And if I go to the main... There we go. That is the back end of proceedings, and we should be sorted for the rest of the race. And if we tick over, come on, tick over. It probably takes like a second or two, because that's how I set it up. There you go. So this is now how proceedings stand. It may look a bit goofy, but it is in proper position. David Baker currently leading proceedings, 7 laps ahead of everybody else. And we do have the splits, the intervals set to per class, because, well, at the end of the day, it's still going to be interclass racing, but everybody's behind one another.
Well, we've got 3 laps now, to 3 minutes, until the GTPs come out. So these LMP2s are only going to get a couple laps on those GTPs, which isn't too much of an issue if you saw some of the times they were doing. For reference, the fastest GTPs were just doing high 123s, and the fastest LMP2s were just in the 126.7. So that gives you an idea. 4 seconds a lap. Add the traffic, it's going to be tough for those GTPs to get that. So I honestly say, once again, look at the LMP2s for victory today.
Well, that long straight will help a lot, and that's where for the LMP.
The LMP2s, the LMP3, the GTP is basically at the same top speed.
Yeah, but I mean, who gets there first?
Yes, the GTPs get there first, but all right.
Fine. It's the acceleration out of the corner that's a big difference, especially with slipstream. I mean,
2 minutes to go.
Yeah, and they're already 2 laps ahead. And if I hop on board with this fella, with the loudest engine known to man, that is Pearson, leader of the the LMP2s, as he cuts down his way towards the start-finish straight. Yep.
What's that, Rob? I can't hear you over this engine.
I can't hear you either. It's pretty loud.
Yes, the acoustics are good here.
Yeah. No, I didn't want car insurance.
It's like, you remember that famous photo from Monaco?
Which
you know
one?
How they? So it's not the photo of the 2 women, the 2 bikini women, topless. It's the one where it's the restaurant right by the track. And you've just got these people enjoying a normal dinner in a high class restaurant in Monaco with earplugs in their ears as cars are blowing past them behind, going 150 miles an hour.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've been to the Grand Prix twice, and that is actually pretty normal.
Would you like the port today, sir? I think.
Yeah, you just hear somebody blasting engine noises right by you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Jeez, man, no, 10 minutes. 10 laps have gone. That is a lockup from the number 13. That is a very spooked Patrick Kopp as he was trying to make his way around and just misjudged it entirely. And not only that, is 8 laps down. He's a lap further down than most other because he hasn't caught up yet.
And the GTPs are 10 seconds away from going, and they're going to have the same situation that the LMP2s have with the GT3s. Because half the field, they're going to have to get through half the LMP2 field. Here comes the GTPs. The GTPs are now out, apart from Michael Hagstrom. Tom Dreiling is late out. The first one out looks like it's Ericsson.
That is not what you want to see, especially with Melvin. He is just got by, but then Sam did not.
No, and he's going to have to get past one of those GT LMP2s, and he gets past it, but that is so tough. Here is Sam, and he had the 3 on his board. The only Acura on the field today, and that might be a little bit of an advantage for him.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to just listen to this V8 motor.
Now, I do have a soundboard that also has like the sound of the Cadillac in real life going out the pits on the battery and then starting the engine, which iRacing doesn't have.
No, because well, it was a bit of a scrap getting the LMP1 hybrid systems in as it was. I don't think they really are ready for emulating entirely the situation, but I mean, look at this. This is
10 laps though, Rob. Did you just see that? 10 laps.
Yeah.
All the GTPs have to do.
Well, they all have to do 90 laps, but it's just a case of how fast can you do them.
And just any mistake in traffic, and you're going to be losing time here. Remember, the cars are set to get all to the finish line at the same time, based on single pace, not with having to navigate around traffic.
Yeah.
So that's another factor here. We see the one lone GTP in the back, Tom Dreiling, just a little bit of a disadvantage, 10 seconds, and Mika Hagstrom actually retired the car.
Well, I'm pretty sure he got a penalty because of it.
No black flags. No black flags were given.
Well, I would imagine that he would have been given a black flag.
Oh, speaking of black flags, Matt Gelder's got a black flag.
For what? Where is Matt Gelder? There he is. What's wrong? What happened to him?
If I would take a guess, I'm going to predict he had an off track and never served it.
Well, that was a minute in the box. I didn't think that would be given if you didn't serve.
Oh, Craig Hawkins has just towed. Like, Craig Hawkins has just towed, and it wouldn't surprise me if that's been a big incident.
That's a good bit of damage on his car. Let's have a look.
Oh, yeah, he lost it at turn 3, and the ABS just decided you're going to keep on sliding.
In it goes, and that is one of the one of the worst feelings when the car refuses to correct itself. Well, it corrects itself and then says, "No, I don't want to correct myself anymore."
No.
And it's just it's just a slow slide of, "Oh no, I'm gonna crash."
Well, I've only seen a few clips from Hunter x Hunter, but it's like there's a guy that's saying, "Oh, everything's going in slow motion. Wait, this is what they say happens to you before you die." And it's like, "Oh, I've come to my realization." That's the realization when that rear just decides I have to go now. My planet needs me. That's what it is.
It's just like, it's the slow motion, and I'm going to crash.
And then I'm again.
Yeah. I will say that is a lot. One, 2, 3. Oh, well,
Genie Mac, can we go and look at the GTPs? Because I didn't think we'd see the trifecta of chaos right now, but that is GTPs trying to get past LMP2s with GT3s around.
That is a recipe that we're going to see quite a lot, though, because I mean they're gonna have to. You have to remember that the GTVs are faster than both other classes, but have started 10 laps down on the other classes, and therefore have to make up 10 laps and then finish ahead of the GT3. Yeah, it gets quite confusing, doesn't it? Basically, they're all trying to run as fast as they can, but the GTPs will have to run literally like the speed of wind to get to be ahead of both the LMP2 class and the GTD class. Well,
what is the speed of wind?
The speed of wind? Well, it depends. It depends where you are in the world, but it can be from 0 to hurricane force.
You don't know how fast hurricane force is, do you?
Over 100 plus miles an hour?
Yeah.
Depending on depending on the strength of the hurricane.
Yeah.
Starts at 100.
No, remember, I was talking yesterday. This was off any broadcast yesterday. I was talking about an NFL game getting cancelled because of the snow. Wolf DJ Hoto's had a disconnect, by the way.
That is it for him.
Yeah, basically, and Miyuk as well, it has retired, must have been an issue there. One of the things that happened was they cancelled the NFL game due to the snow. They showed a video from inside the stadium yesterday before all the big snow came, and they were looking at about 50-mile-an-hour winds. Now, you think with a wind chill, it was already bad enough. Then you add snow to it today. So, yeah, that's the speed of wind there, but don't think it's the speed of wind everywhere, so... It's the speed of wind.
It's the speed of wind somewhere. Well, you always say like the wind, you know. You don't think to yourself like the wind at 0 miles an hour. You think of the wind at like a pretty good shout, you know.
Oh, big moment with Michael Hogg.
Where is he? Where's Michael Hogg?
The incident between Hogg and Homer after Hogg hit the curbing at the final corner, and he went flying in the air.
So final corner. So oh well, his front bumper decided to no longer live. Let's have a look. This is Michael Hogg coming around. Oh, that is a front strike on a sausage curb. And I can see what you mean. That was a big one. I want to see.
I think that's a moment where you hear car left, but you don't realize how tight they are. That is straight out. All
right. Well, I want to see how. Oh. Yeah. And he did get a front end with the number 12. I think that was.
Yeah, he launched into Daniel Homer in the LMP2. A bit of an unfortunate. Homer.
That's definitely broken. That's definitely broken suspension, though.
Well, is he still driving?
Yeah, but I mean, like,
no meatball.
Somehow, after hitting 2 sausage curbs on another car, he still doesn't have a meatball. But that front end does not look good. I mean, look at the front left in particular.
It's fine.
You keep saying that as if it's fine, but is it really? Are we really fine?
I mean, it just allows the wheel to breathe.
It allows the wheel to breathe. And other coping mechanisms you can teach yourself.
What, letting the wheel breathe is a coping mechanism all of a sudden?
Well, I mean, what else is it? I mean, come on. I mean, we're already throwing everything out the window, essentially put. Genie Mac. Anyways, back to it. It is lap 15 of 90. Well, actually, no, lap 16 of 90 because we have already completed 15 laps. Estimates say that we have 2 hours left to go. I think it's high time as we're waiting for cars. We're kind of sat in the lull of things. In the holding pattern. Well, what have we accomplished in the last year? Well, we had the first race, which was the one at Let me pull up my notes.
It was definitely Sebring. All right, I'm telling you right
hang on,
now.
I'll get it now because I already have it. So it was Sebring. And then we had the Daytona 500, which was the longest race of my life.
We don't talk about that one because things happened for me on that one. Yes.
Yeah. Then we had the World Series of Asphalt, which was the SK modifieds.
Oh, it was the tour mods. Yeah, that was fun.
The MTCRs at Knockhill.
That was good fun.
Yeah, that was
great. Just Knockhill itself was just such a good track for that format.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, short, quick races, back to back. Then we had the Speedway 500 because of the fact that we couldn't say IndyCar, nor could we say.
Technically, we can't say IndyCar now.
Bite me.
I mean, we can, but again, we're not. Leagues and people are not allowed to make races named IndyCar.
Oh yeah, that's still the forefront of iRacing. You know, we can still. Well, now we can say we can use the IndyCar cars.
Yeah,
and we can say the IndyCar IR18.
It's just the IndyCar.
We cannot say that we are an IndyCar race. That's the stipulation. But we couldn't even say the word IndyCar before. We couldn't even mention the word IndyCar.
I mean, we could. 'Cause I kept saying on broadcast the IndyCar line.
Oh, okay. Well, then fair enough. I'll just keep saying it then. Yeah, sue me, MSG, with what money you don't have.
Whoa! I had a friend that worked for MSG on traction. He got redundant.
I know, that was a sad part. That was a very sad part.
That was a very sad part. I feel sorry for him.
And then we get into my crackhead hours of the Majors 24.
1 second, Rob. I'm just pulling something out. Can you guess what it is? It's round. It's got the French flag. It's got a big 24 logo on it.
It's that one that also we can't say for some reason.
No, it's the Majors 24 coin that I got for getting P2.
Oh. Well, you know, I had the struggle bus, that one, because and I'll let you know why, because for 12 hours I did that by myself. Broadcasting, directing. Oh, that's the car number 2. That's Simon.
13, yeah.
Yeah, Simon Brothen is around. That was a bit of a self-spin there. Kind of.
So is James Dean.
Yeah, kind of in the middle of a. Yeah, everybody's kind of doing the ring around the rosy.
Look at a self-spin. He made contact.
Oh, did he?
He made contact with Oscar Fredriksson.
Oh. No, I didn't see it from my camera angle, but to be fair, my camera angle was a bit off to the side. That is the number 43 wiping his window when it's not raining, but you know, at least he's getting prepared.
Did that actually do like animation?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, that's why I mentioned it, because I saw the wipers were activated.
Oh my god, it did!
Yeah.
I know you get the animation inside the car, but I didn't realize you can now see it on replay. And live. Oh my god!
We had that before. We've had that.
I know. Look, I know we had the wipers working, but I have not seen it working outside the car when you're watching somebody.
Well, now you do know. Now you do know. The wipers work.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. So, as of right now, we're getting to the Majors 24, which was my struggle bus, because I didn't race. Not only did I not race, I had to broadcast it by myself. Now we're making a change this year. We're going to be working with GSRC on this one. Well, I have to still talk to Joe about it, but
I think basically that just means we're going to be taking a couple quadrants from them.
No, we're going to be doing is working with them, so I don't have to do it by myself ever again.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Then we had the Long Beach Grand Prix.
Oh, that was with the F4s.
That was with the F4s, yes.
That was an interesting race as well, yeah.
The Crandon World Cup, which was the modified, the big modified...
The Pro 4s and the Pro 2s, yes.
At Crandon. Then we had the summer break. Well, what would be the summer break? Was that the summer break? No, the summer break was when the majors happened, and then we had
That's it.
3 months of a break.
Then we went to the British Grand Prix.
No, we had Sandown.
Oh, that's right. We had Sandown. Apologies. Yep.
Sandown. The Sandown 500, where we had, plenty of bish bash bosh around Sandown, which that's the one that got turned into a housing estate, wasn't it?
No. Sandown's still there. You're thinking of something else. Alton Park is not
Alton Park, yeah.
No, Alton Park, the British track.
Oops.
It's Oh no, I forgot the name of it.
So have I.
I forgot the name.
But we do have. Then we had the British Grand Prix.
Oran Park, by the way.
Oran Park, there we go, yeah. Then we had the British Grand Prix, which was the last actual round. And then we had
the Iron Warrior.
The Iron Warrior, which we did as an exclusive. It was exclusive to us. And that was the most hilarious 1 hour session I've ever had in my life, because all that it ever is literally a demolition derby disguised as a race. But this time around, what we have, and if you are not aware, let me grab it here, because I'm pretty sure
we do the Intimidator next up, which of course is the Daytona race, and then we go to the race I'm looking forward to the most. The 1967 German actually, no, I'll go do it with an old school voice. Now, the 1967 Grand Prix.
No, that's still not old enough. You're still thinking of the 80s. That's the the move on the inside by the number 19 fails, though. We're going to keep it here on camera. So, 3 wide. No. It's German on Italian sausage sandwich. Oh, Genie Mac. And that is 314.
Mike Golightly decided to back out of that and let his teammate Gary Cacciamoni. He went a bit too hot in there and had to back out.
Yeah, that was definitely visible on camera. That was a bit of an oof. Right there. We'll keep it here, actually, while we discuss further. That's 487. Yeah, 487.
I was trying to get that old voice in.
Now, in the next event of the series is going to be the Intimidator.
No.
What do you mean?
No, you've got to do it British Pathé style, right?
Ah, yes.
Germany, 1967. As the cars get ready for the British German Grand Prix, here is Juan Manuel Fangio. He is a young, strapping lad. He looks to be winning the race today. But then, chaos! You know, that's a classic British Pathé film, isn't it? Just music out of nowhere, followed by chaos! But the car goes hurtling into the barriers. Thankfully, the driver was okay, but his race was over after that. You know, that's classic. News.
I feel you.
I've watched too much old school.
Yes,
Remember
you have.
that though? You would actually go into the cinema to get the news. So much so that they actually made cinemas designed just for that. Like, man, we've come a long, long way in the last 60. 70, 80 years.
Yeah, we have. We have. We're all old now.
It will be the 1967 German Grand Prix, which is basically the Lotus 49's such a fun car to try and drive around the Nordschleife. And not the 24-hour layout. We're going to be doing the proper Nordschleife. So that would be interesting.
Well, you also forgot to mention what the Intimidator was.
The what, sorry?
The Intimidator. You forgot to mention what was in it.
It's Daytona 500.
With what car? Next gens.
Yes.
Which I am of the opinion that they're okay.
Yeah, we'll leave it at
that. And I hate Daytona. But there we go.
I'm a Dega fan myself, for anyone watching.
I hate Talladega.
Yeah, give me Talladega any day of the week.
No, I hate that too.
So after that, after the 1967 German Grand Prix, we head over to the TCRs at Bathurst. Now that's gonna be
a good one. That's gonna be a good one.
Then we get to the Speedway 500. Still not confirmed what the car choices are, but due to legal ramifications, I'm pretty sure we might be getting the Dallara IR18.
Well, yeah, that's the I mean, it's still going to be called the Speedway, but it's just going to be Dallara's at the Speedway. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
back to business as usual. Then we get the Majors 24, which is, I mean,
The Majors 24.
I mean, the staple of the majors. The crux of the matter is that you'll have it at the middle of the year. Then you get the summer break. I think, yes, you do. You get the summer break. So from June to the end of July, you'll have 2 months without majors content. But then we get into the Dirt Derby World 100, which
I think it's Eldora. Yeah, it's
do
Eldora.
we don't even have. Yeah, I've just realized we don't even have information for.
Oh, we were told.
Oh yeah, we were told, but I can't remember. I can't remember. I can't remember what the World 100 was.
I know it's Eldora. I believe it's one of the dirt oval combos. Eldora, which is heat racing.
Yeah.
Ooh, we've had an issue on track, have we? Nope. Just somebody having a shout of dude. Oh yes, we do. Yes, we do. Oh no.
What?
Patrick Kopp had to spin. Oh, and Patrick Kopp, that is not a rejoin.
Let's have a. Oh. Oh, that is what we would call a oof. So this is Patrick Kopp.
Has he spin?
No, he got turned around by the 61. The 61 is Garen Batten?
Batten.
Yeah, Batten.
Yeah. And no.
And
no,
then
no,
and then
no. So that's the 487. Yeah.
That is Daniel Blomqvist, that's a broken steering rack because he's turning full right on, and you can see the difference in the wheels. Yeah, look at that. I mean, look at this. This is what we would call a very big issue. When you're look at how broken. Look how broken the front left tire is compared to the front right.
I want you to show the incident again from Daniel's cockpit, and I'm just saying, I have an ultra wide. I'm struggling to see the LMP2.
All right, let's stick to gyro. So this is Daniel Blomqvist on board. He'll have a blind spot he'll have a quite big blind spot with the pillar. He still does not see the LMP2.
I see him just now, but I've got this pillar in the way.
He just sees.
He doesn't even see this.
He'll only see him here.
Yeah. No time.
Oh. Yeah, and then the steering wheel immediately goes, "No, you're broken, sunshine." And then the meatball flag is right there. Yeah, that is. He's back out though. They do have a faster car.
He was able to take the pits. Kopp had to do a tow, so he's basically just done his pit stop early.
And Kopp has retired.
Kopp has retired by the looks of it. Yes. So.
Jeff Schmeier, by the way, chasing down Hackenschut.
Yeah, interesting battle there. By the way, the biggest gainer in the GT3s is Gary Thomas, making up 4 places so far in the race after 40 minutes. These GT3s will have to pit in 20 minutes. So...
Oh, bugger, I forgot that pit stops exist.
How do you... Rob!
No, the reason why I was like, it'll be fine, they'll make it around 2 hours. They won't.
Kenneth Reeder's now dropped, unfortunately.
Yeah, so you're getting the ins and outs of some of the, what's the word? The I've forgotten the word. It'll come back to me anyway. People are dropping out. Attrition,
like
there we go. Attrition, there we go.
Battle of attrition, yeah.
Yeah, you'll get some dropping out due to unable to continue due to too much damage on the car, or just not being able to think that they have the chance. That's number 8, by the way. That is Ray Partridge. Oh, sliding a little bit there on the braking 314, keeping high and on the outside. They are looking towards probably unlapping themselves within the next lap, so there'll be 5 laps down. On my math, they're just there, but let's see how the fastest guy in GTP does. That is going to be Jesper Eriksson doing 124 flats versus 127 fours versus the LMP2, but the LMP2 is also in traffic.
Yeah, gonna be interesting to see, but they're getting through the traffic easier than the GTPs. I don't know if that's because there's less GTPs to have a look at. But you see, the LMP2s, they're 6 laps down. The GTPs are still 8 laps down for some of them, so it's just such a challenge for them right now. Just look, it's so tough for them to make the move. In fact, I just saw Ray Partridge. That's a move I wouldn't want to make myself. He went around the outside of a GT3. There he is. He went around the outside of that final corner at Panasonic Corner. I'm not sure if I like doing that, just the way that corner works. You know what it's like. It's a sweeping right that just sharpens up to like almost right back on yourself. It's so tough. Going around the outside there is just a little bit risky, and I think maybe just a little bit of a hold up here. Here's a send. Fredrickson's not making this send. Well, he spooked Partridge enough to make the send.
Yeah,
but they're gonna go side by side.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're doing pretty well. I mean, but this also harms their chances because if they don't, you need to work like as a unit. I know it's racing.
Oh!
I know it's racing, but at the very same time, you lose time when you start fighting because now it's turned into a 3-way battle between them. That's the car 21 Fredrickson being chased by Partridge, who got squeezed, and Tom Guest has now caught up to him due to that squeeze. And yeah, it'll be a 3-way battle for 4th position in LMP2, but I mean, it's 4th position in LMP2, but you're still 24th, theoretically.
Yeah, well, the Fusion Gold car, Tom Guest there trying to catch up to Ray Partridge driving for one of the Dog Bear teams. It's Dog Bear Bite, or I almost felt like calling it Bitter for some reason, like the German. I don't know why. Oscar Fredrickson driving for the Fours eSport team. Also, Michael Hoggett officially driving for Baby Metal, according to the sheets. So his team name is officially Baby Metal # Not a Cult Racing.
Oh goodness gracious! But it's not cool.
Brilliant.
It's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
But I did remember we forgot to mention the back half of the schedule.
Yeah, we got to the Dirt Derby, which we believe is at Eldora. Then we have the Rock and Roll 400, which I believe is going to be late models at like Nashville or a oval race at Nashville. Which will be fun. Then the Formula Ford Festival, one of our favorite races, which is a mimic of the now in iRacing Formula Ford Festival. iRacing did it first, folks. I mean, Major Series did it first, folks. So it's going to be the Formula Fords. Wow, what a surprise! At Brands Hatch Indy in heat racing. If you've never seen it before, it's a blast.
Do you know? I hate to say it, but the Formula Ford always I always thought the Formula Fords looked so goofy. Like they looked like an inverse T with suspension attached to them.
That's a good thing, though.
I know it's a good thing because it's meant to be. It's a part of the feeder series, but I mean, still at the very same time, they look so goofy. And then we get to the wildcard / Triple Crown,
which I believe is like one place does Pocono in one car, and the other does it in another car. I believe that's how that goes.
And then we get to the Dutch Grand Prix in November.
Yes, it will be good to race again.
Oh no! Don't tell me you're doing. Don't tell me you're doing the voice.
Yes. Well,
you're doing a Verstappen.
Yes. Well, we have to do something to continue driving very well.
And continue driving very well. Oh my goodness.
Sorry. I went from there to like a French. Yes, we continue to do something very well. Like Sven, go on, Eric. So wait, that's a bit of crash. Partridge and Hyde.
Partridge, where is Partridge? Where did he go?
Right. Partridge and Hyde comes together, and I like that. So Hyde is saying there was somebody coming up on his inside, right?
Yeah.
If you look at what happened to Ray Partridge, you'll be saying that.
Oh, Ray Partridge. I thought you said Adam Partridge.
No. So you're going to see a 4X here. Hyde in the GT3. This was at the hairpin at turn 6. He's going to say there was a car on my inside. So he made a. So this is again a case of the spotter spooking somebody, because in a minute you're going to see Partridge is going to make this move on the GT.
Yeah.
Then the car, the GT behind, the LMP2 behind, which I believe was Tom Guest, he's going to make the move. Look at the space, but Hyde is going to get a call of 3 wide. He doesn't know how much room he's got, and out of nowhere, he just does this little move there. And look at the space.
Yeah.
He did not know that. He did not know what space he had.
Yeah,
I don't like what he did. However, you can't blame him for what he did because he didn't know where that car in the middle was.
All right, let's have
Rob,
a blimp. Let's have a
Fuji's a very wide track.
Oh, it is.
People do forget that it's quite a wide track.
Oh, it's very wide. Let's have a look from the top. This is going into... Yeah, that is...
all the room, and then he just makes a erratic move there. They would have been fine.
Yeah, Partridge didn't have much left, and the GT3 went wide and turned into him.
Yeah.
But it's still at least able to still keep going, though. So that's the main thing.
Just a 4X, though. But remember, there is drive-through penalties starting from 30X, and then every 10 incident points.
That is going to be that's going to be weighing on their minds a lot. Is how do they sort out that? Now, truth be told, let me see. Where is Martin? Martin is there at the hairpin where the accident occurred. Baker is currently crossing the line, so 4.5 laps for the LMP2s have to catch up. That's a 24 locking up there. That is, that was a heart in the mouth moment. Rob Courtney, by the way, is the first car to have been overtaken by Jesper Eriksson. So Jesper has started with
his climb.
Yeah, he has started his climb. He is extremely fast. He's faster than his own teammate, who is just trying to unlap himself. As of right now, I actually would suspect that Ericsson would be able to get ahead of the LMP2s by lap 60 and then catch up and start leading this race by lap 80. That is my current prediction. It is completely off the books. It is literally the Raidillon guesstimation system. We make no guarantees that it works. It just does. Oh, that is a car in 20th. That is Craig Hawkins going off. Where did he come from? Let's have a look. This is the replay.
Have a look. Yeah, I just go pop away for 2 seconds. Have a look.
Yeah. I will have a look. So he went. Yeah, he just went wide. He just took the scenic route. But anyways, Dutch Grand Prix, we don't know much about it as of yet. But I mean, it's Dutch Grand Prix, so we kind of know where it's going to be. But what cars are going to be there? Now, we already did the W13s at Silverstone, which was great. I love that. And I did the cameras for them. But kind of wondering what will be at Zandvoort this time around, especially with the new updated Zandvoort with the final turn banking. Though that would be a blast to do in the W13s again. But obviously, the Majors gods, otherwise known as Mike, will choose and re-choose as time goes on. Oh, Courtney, by the way, in the pits, Kenneth Reader overtaking him to take over 12th. Patrick Kopp is the only retiree from the LMP2 class. Stefan Mjölk is also another retiree from the GT3 class. Michael Hagström of course, we saw what happened to him. Went out way too early and decided to not participate further and has since retired the car. That is a piece of car on the side of the road. Do not adjust your screens. And that is a tow for I can see why there's a piece of car off his, and he's retired, so he's the second retirement.
No!
What happened? He had a spin. Oh, that is the 35 of Tom Dryling. Oh, whoa. What happened to Tom? Let's have a look.
I think Tom had a separate incident.
Yeah, he had a separate incident. Just by coincidence, the car ahead of him was spinning. Oh, that's where the body piece came from.
You're missing a wing, sir.
Yeah, that is you've got wing damage. He did also get a black flag. I think that's what. Yeah, he got a black flag because that was a real Ooh, flipping heck. Yeah, because I mean, look at that. That's the entire arse.
Look at that.
Look at this. Look at this.
I mean, he's driving that with no wing. Fuji.
Yeah, I mean, oh well, he's parked it all right. So he's getting repairs. Doesn't the if a body part pops off, you don't need to fast repair it. It'll just pop it back on. Pop a new one back on.
Yes, it'll be a bit of time though. You know.
Yeah, but at least it isn't like basically like supercars where they just smack the bejesus at your car to bend pieces back together.
That was GTs as well, wasn't it? Wasn't just supercars.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean,
I know the gif you're on about. That.
How do you smack something that hard to get it bent back into place? That amazes me. But Tom, unfortunately, probably won't. Oh, and he's back out, and he didn't. And no, he did use his fast repair, so he's back out with brand new parts and a brand new charge because he'll have to get back. Well, he'll have to essentially get back up to speed because if he doesn't, he'll have an headache and a half to deal with. On the inside, he goes of the number 31. Around on the outside, he goes through the number 37. Oh, that is a bit of a squeeze and a half right there. But
just a little.
Just a little. But hopefully, nothing too bad.
Might go lightly now in the pit. So we've had a couple GTs coming to pit now.
Yeah, it slapped 33. So I'd imagine, what's it? 33 by 130 is about 45-50 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we only have an hour and 30 minutes left on the clock. So,
but it's laps, Rob.
Yeah, but it's an hour 30 minutes left on the clock at current pace. But that's the pace of the leader. My math is starting to square away though, because I'm still of the opinion that I do unfortunately think that Jesper is just so much faster than everybody else at the moment, even by his own teammate, and it's just able to cut through traffic much better. That he probably will catch up in a. Well, he's already catching up to a little bit of a slip. Let's see where Ernie Ludwig is. Well, over a lap ahead, just over a lap ahead. So
keeping is the LMP2 to 5 laps now.
Yeah, but the LMP2. So that's going to be Martin Pearson, the lead LMP2,
and he's 8 seconds away from Baker, who is the leader. So he's going to be 4 laps. Not this lap, actually.
I probably would say the start of next lap.
I would say the end of this lap.
All right then. Well, we're gonna have a bet. Is the
what are we betting?
I don't know.
V-Bucks, because we don't play Fortnite there.
Yeah, the V-Bucks. Yeah, V-Bucks. Yeah. That's car in 12th position. That's going to be the car number. That's not the car in 12th position. Who is that? The car number 30. Oh, no, car number 19. Who is that? Oh, that's Gary Thomas. Sorry. Scoreboard was showing us 12th actually. That's why I thought it was 13th.
I hate you, Rob.
What?
Could not get those 8 seconds. He's just gonna miss it. Just the gap between them is a second, and the start finish line.
And
No,
he's in the
fence. Oi. I mean, I was close. There was a second.
You were quite close. You were quite close, but not close enough.
So is anybody else going to have to make the pits here for the LMP2s? Yes! All of them. Everybody in. Come on. All of you in.
Get it
Tom,
in.
you coming in? Come on, Tom. Tom's going to enter. Ray Partridge is going to join him. Daniel Holmer's going to join them. Travis Hent. Yeah, they're all coming in.
Through they go. That's David Baker looping around in there. Keeping the LMP2s, the pipettes, sorry, correction, in motion.
Whoa! No, they're not that bad now.
Did you not? Okay, well, look, listen, Ryan. Did you not feel like, previously that they were really bad? They only managed 30 laps.
30 laps isn't too bad around here when you look at the pace. Look at the pace.
Fair enough, but I mean, like, David is on lap 36 and he's still going.
Yeah, oh man, we just had a big incident from Tom Dreiling.
Tom Dreiling, where is he?
Oh man, Tom Dreiling just signaled a new pope.
Oh, jeepers! Yeah, that is what they would call a luck of the breaks kind of moment.
You don't expect this?
No, I wouldn't have expected it at all. No. No, that was way too much of fixation of getting past the car, and then collateral strikes, and I feel like that poor caddy is seeing better days. But through he goes, 4th position in the class, 36 overall. He's the last runner. Courtney is 2nd last, with Kenneth Reader 3rd last. As of right now, we have 4 retirements, 2 in GT3, 1 in LMP2, and 1 in GTP. I was about to say LMP1, but I saved myself. Coming through, we are looking probably at run time, coming up towards 1 minute 26, so we're making good for time at the very least. 1 minute 25, so they're getting faster. They're getting faster. Actually, truth be told, David Baker put in the fastest lap of his race so far, 1:36.215. He is
fastest lap of his life.
Oh well, it is the fastest lap of his life because it's the fastest lap of anybody in his class, and he'll only get faster as his fuel load goes down. Would you actually? Here's a good question. Would you try and make it a one-stopper?
No chance.
Why would you say no chance though? So your mic cut out.
No chance.
Oh, there you go. Why? But yeah, but like, explain yourself. I'm more of an LMP driver. I am the prototype driver. I'm not a GT driver.
I need to.
You need to what? All I heard was I need to.
I just realized we're having Discord.
Oh, we're having Discord. Thank you, Discord. Hang on.
We're getting freezes. Everything's going funky with Discord at the moment.
Yeah, we can perfectly blame Discord because I just got it myself. But let me actually hang on. Let me do the time-honored tradition of figuring out if I can switch the server region or the server region. Yeah, hang on.
It might. So I've been looking, folks, just out of curiosity. We started with an average runtime of 2 hours 25 minutes. It's gone down to 2 hours 15 now, which kind of suggests that the GTP might be the car to keep eyes on later in the race. And I also want to point out something really crazy. Look at all the M's in a row. Mike, Matt, Mark, and Michael. All together in a row. They're all there in a row.
They're all in a row.
Row your car.
Oh, your car?
Yeah, I mean, have you seen some of the flooding in the UK recently?
Oh, well, yeah, that's very true. But at the very least, as of right now, we'll come off of David Baker. We're going back onto Partridge. He is still biting the teeth of Daniel Homer. Just as an aside, you're saying, well, we were talking before, you were saying that you wouldn't chance doing a one-stopper.
I wouldn't go for a one-stopper. I don't think it's possible.
I bet it is. I double bet you it is if you had the right. Look, look at Baker. He's literally sucking as much slipstring as he can get.
More. I need more.
More. Also, I'm pretty sure with the right feather and throttle and the right fuel mapping, you could do it.
So, according now, I click onto David Baker and it's saying 2 hours 26 minutes. So.
Huh?
So I think my timing is. Well, I think Caps is just having a moment.
Oh well, yeah. It's probably just thinking to itself, what on earth is going on?
Well, GTPs are in the pits.
GTPs are in the pits.
GT3, sorry, are in the pits. I was like,
if that was the case, then the GTPs could never make it, or the GTPs could never catch up.
Yeah, it's like, did you see the mistake by iRacing when it came to doing the Daytona bop? So there was a typo. There was a typo for the Acura, and it said the Acura had 12% fuel tank.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. I was like, guys.
Yeah, we're all there wondering what's going on. About an hour later, because we're just thinking, oh, it's -2, don't worry. Hour later, we noticed, oh no, what happened? They amalgamated two things. It's 2% fuel reduction and a 10 kg ballast. And we're like, oh.
A 12% a pipette fuel tank. They can put the LMP2s to shame.
I think you'd only make hang on. You'd probably make as a tenth, and a full tank is what 23. You'd only make 2 laps, Rob.
Yeah, you'd only make 3. Yeah. Well, my hypothesis of trying to go for a one-stopper is probably not going to last because that is David Baker in the pits. On lap 40, crossing over to 41.
You won't listen to me.
I do listen. I just yeah, you have to prove me wrong. You have to.
We're doing couples therapy. You don't listen to me enough.
This is couples therapy, is it? Car number 314, Jeff Cardamone. Yeah, he's already made it well clear by his body language or by the language that he has in the car that he's coming in.
Wasn't there a crash here? Yes. There was this massive crash in this pit lane, on the pit lane entry in the Super GT, not last year, the year before, because of that pit entry.
Why? What happened?
Well, you've got all the lines there to say that you're coming into the pits, right?
Right.
So the car's coming into the pits, and the cars behind them are using them for slipstream down the straight.
So they got target fixation to the nth degree, and then when it turns out that they were going for the pits, bang, into a wall, I'm assuming.
And that cut gag means that Robert wins the nth degree.
The nth degree of slipstreaming, and then
what's that? Cardamone! Cardamone's towed!
Jeff Cardamone, where is he?
Cardamone's towed. We've had a wreck.
He was in the pits. He literally was in the pits, though. What the hell?
Cardamone got spun by Mark Rediker as well. Tom Guess has had an incident as well.
No, hang on. I'm looking at Jeff Cardamone now. He's coming out of the pits. Comes out of the pits. Huh? No. Huh? He comes out of the pits and just does nothing.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Did he... He didn't even make it to his box. Hang on, let's have a look. This is Jeff...
Oh, he couldn't find his pit box! The pit box is the first stall. He missed it!
Oh... Oh dear.
Yeah, look at it. Look where it is now, Rob. Can we get a camera on where he is right now?
Yes.
Outside camera.
Yeah, at the very... Oh my goodness. Right at the back. Yeah, so he drove...
literally the first box underneath the podium.
Oh.
That's why he never saw it. And if you're... Yeah.
Ooh. That's what they call a yikes. Because he's now going to have to sit there for, I think, 2 minutes.
A whole lap. A whole lap and then some.
Yeah, I think it's 2 minutes around here for a GT3 to wait for a tow and then get fuel and then get back out there. But he's going to have lost 10 positions at the minimum. Now 11. And probably 12.
So, Mike's done a lot of pit details about this, a lot of things. Mike also, with these handicaps, factored in traffic. And also factored in pit stops. The LMP2s have to do 3 pit stops.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, because they won't... Yeah. Oh, that is a spin. That is Lane Kinchlow. The poor man has had not the greatest of days when it comes to spins. But he's still out there. He's still going.
I think he got tapped.
Yeah, I think he got
tapped.
I think he did.
But again, it's multi-class traffic, Rob.
I know, but I mean... You know how it is. They giveth and then they taketh away. But I mean, the problem is that if it's because I mean they only did 30. The LMP2s only did 30 laps, so they're on the cusp of 3, maybe 4 if they get it wrong.
Major Series Prediction Service had indicated it will be. No, it didn't say how many laps. Just that it's 50 seconds in the pit stop. So.
Oh well, yeah, from cone to cone, absolutely.
Yeah. But pit time would be 2 minutes 30 altogether with the pit. So yeah. Wow, 2 minutes. So GTPs get 2 pit stops. They will be in the pits roughly overall in the race for 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The GT3s only have to do 2 stops, so roughly about 2 minutes. LMP2s, 2 minutes 30. Speaking of the GTPs, there they are in the pit box.
Yeah, and there comes out Jesper Eriksson immediately. Just comes out. And he was in the stall for 50 seconds. 1 minute 21 seconds cone to cone. So yeah. So most definitely it's going to be a 2-stopper for them. Yeah. But going to have to be on the ball quite considerably about it. They are still a fair few laps behind. They're still 2 laps behind the leader. The leader is this man, Martin Pearson. But Jesper Eriksson has already started catching up, and he's going rapid already. Genie Mac.
Yeah.
Because he came out of the pits and started just gunning a gung ho. Did he get tire replacement? I'm assuming he did.
Oh yeah, it's a free tire replacement nowadays on these cars, so definitely.
Oh yeah.
So you take those anyway. Do you know the multi-class? The multi-class have been very interesting today. The LMP2s have been trying to get whatever opportunity they can. I heard somebody moaning on the radio, and it was a LMP2 making a late send into turn 3. Just the nature. And again, we've got, oh my god, Garen Batten just went flying because he thought he could get around the outside of Gary Thomas. I don't know if we can get a track on a replay on this because I'm going to get into my Dave Cam voice. This is not what you should be doing.
Where's Garen Batten?
Garen Batten, car 61, P4 in the LMP2s. He decided to go for a bit of off-roading on the final corner. This is, folks, I know there's not a lot of people watching this, so I'm going to say this. And Garen's going to watch this, and I think he'll know. You don't do this!
That's around the outside.
He's around the outside, but you're trying to go around the outside this corner. That GT has to track out. Yeah.
Well, he gave him the space. But...
No, he didn't. Well, Gary gave him the space, but there's no space on the exit.
Yeah. Garen gave him the space, but then in giving him the space, he literally ruined his floor.
Yeah.
And bounced, which you should not be doing in an LMP car.
But you should be waiting. You don't need, some of these drivers don't need to be that aggressive. That's how I feel.
Well, I'll tell you who will be aggressive, though. Facciaponti.
Face. From Pennsylvania.
From Pennsylvania, he is going to do the thing. And do
Did you just go Italian there?
Yes, very Italian.
Pennsylvania did have Franco's Italian army. Yeah, you got a point.
But he has caught up to the back end of Jacob Hyde. If these two start scrapping, well, it is going to start looking like, well...
We're halfway!
We are indeed halfway. But if they start scrapping, it'll pull them back towards the MP2s and the GTPs.
Well, here comes that LMP2 behind him. It's Martin Pearson. He's going to get by. Joe, I don't know if Adam wants to make this move yet or not. He's nowhere near. Martin taking a interesting line, and that compromises Jacob. But again, we're using this layout, and wide goes Adam. So he won't get a chance to make this move as Tom Dreiling goes by. He'll have to wait. And really, he kind of wants to be in that slipstream just so he can try and save a bit more fuel. That could be kind of crucial at the end of this race. And again, another car trying to go wide on the exit of a corner.
Get that wide exit, though. But you see, the problem is with the last corner of Fuji, it doesn't really... It's slightly cambered inward. But also... Slightly. But not only that, it's a much tighter... inner turn. It basically means if you go out wide, you're basically shuffled out and back.
Tilka!
Is this a Tilka track?
Tilka, well, basically, the final sector, so from that high-speed right at the bottom of the track to that really weird combination we've seen the spins and the dangerous rejoin, all that was redone by Tilka when they made this track, quote-unquote, longer. Tilka redesigned Fuji. Everyone loves Fuji, and then you get to the final sector.
I like Fuji, but just without the long chicane.
Oh, genie! Lynn, Kitchlow! Lynn!
Let's have a look.
It's going bad to worse, Lynn.
Yeah, that is a moment you do not want to see. Doesn't cooperate, but at least he held the brakes.
He held the brakes. So...
But he tried so hard to get back in, but it was like, oh, fuck.
But in the end, Rob, it didn't even matter.
And in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Are you singing it like that to prevent any copyright claims?
Yes.
Yes.
And also to generate some laughter, you know? You have to...
Ooh, did Adam just go flying a little bit there? Did he just kick
Facciaponti?
Yeah, he did.
He might have?
Yeah, I saw two wheels up in the air. So that's gonna be a very interesting... I wouldn't want to be driving doing that. I've actually have done that.
I think all of us
I did that in a GTP, and unfortunately it sent the back sliding, and even though I managed to save it, I still hit the wall above the sausage curbs. It was, and this was back when the GTPs had a very sensitive nose. I went into the wall at like 30 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, and it just comes off.
And the nose just decided, I'm falling off now.
Yeah, it decides it no longer wants to be a nose.
Went into the pits. 10 seconds of repairs.
And it just gets, a new one just gets stuck on, yeah.
Also, I will say, though, that's really good of iRacing, because for years, everyone's been like, look, the rear's destroyed. All you got to do is just clip a new rear on. It shouldn't take so long to fix the rear.
Yeah.
And midway through last year, iRacing were like, you know what, I think we're going to do that.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant nowadays.
Yeah, because it no longer means that you're, it's hell on earth just getting a piece of wing repaired.
I will also say last night we had a massive they've done another change to how much gets how much gets repaired quickly nowadays. How quick it gets repaired. And we had a big crash at Daytona where the front wheels basically fell off the car, the nose was removed, the rear got taken off, we towed, we sat in the pits thinking this is going to be 30 minutes of repairs. Repairs are 10 minutes. I'm like, we've got no front wheels. We've got no wing. We've got no nose. Yeah, 10 minutes. What?
Well, yeah, you have to remember the exchangeability of parts is pretty big now, and it goes further than just. Remember the which car was it? It's either the Toyota or something else, but one of them can be basically taken apart, and it's literally it's like Lego. You just stick things onto it.
I know, but the suspension when the wheels came off were broken as well.
Yeah, but they when you have a ready-made spare, it's literally a whole a suspension assembly, and you just stick it on. And the guys are trained for it. Like, I mean, they literally are trained to do that kind of thing where it's like, oh yeah, get this part on quickly, go.
Yeah,
you know.
But yeah, 10 minutes repair, something like that. Fantastic. We did see the overtake, by the way, with Fakim Honti taking the lead of the overall race. Sorry, the overall race.
Well, you were correct when you were about to say that he took the lead of the GT3. He did, and also coincidentally the overall lead. But I mean, it's a bit of a melee out there at the moment.
Current mission: survive.
Yeah, it literally is. Because all you have is LMP2s around you, but not only that, you also have, as near as makes no difference, a plethora of other things as well. That's
a brilliant photo. Prototypes, take the right lane. GT3s,
take the left
lane. Yeah. It's like a bus lane.
Well, it is essentially a bus lane, you know, because I mean, as near as makes no difference, the LMP2s are 10 seconds faster than the GT3s, and the the GTPs, the LMDHs are 13 on average, 13 seconds a lap faster. So, you know, I'm kind of I'm under the speculation that, you know, at the very least, it's good to hold different lanes if the pace difference is that big. But I tell you what, the one thing that would be awful would be what happens if you have a GT3, an LMP2, and an LMDH come together at once. Which lane do you take? Well, obviously, the GT3 will stick to the left as best they can, and then
the road less traveled.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, are we talking like how far right do you go? Do you just go a car length wide, or do you go 2 car length wide?
Oh God, I can't theorize that.
Theorize that.
Theorize. Sorry, I was trying to say that before sneezing. Like, yeah, theorize. I've created a new word.
What a beautiful word you made.
Yep. Part of that English. We made the language, so we're going to create new words in the language. I'm so wrong, I know.
It does sound extremely wrong. But whatevs.
Whatever.
Whatevs, bruv. Whatevs. You know.
I mean, so we haven't really actually, we kind of talked about it. The whole IndyCar license thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like, how big of a deal was this? Like, people tweeting the news is like motorsport journalists would were giving the news updates about motorsport games at IndyCar. That was how big of a deal this was. And again, IndyCar are looking for a company to take on the console game, which basically means that it's not an exclusive license for iRacing. And that's something, I don't know about you, that's something that a lot of people have been screaming for some of these racing series nowadays, not to go into exclusivity licenses. Because think about it.
Well, I mean, I'm telling you. What's the word? It's equivalent of having a bad hangover, then you just wake up and it's like, whew, I feel much better now,
Yeah. Basically, I will say this, but I'm pretty sure that those that run IndyCar, which are basically those who own Indianapolis Motor Speedway and all that stuff, and I believe that is it Andretti who owns all that? Who owns IndyCar? Oh,
Penske.
Penske, yeah. Roger Penske, I think he decided, well, I don't know if I like to be following in the footsteps of NASCAR once again. Well, who's NASCAR got? They got iRacing? Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Hey, how did you think about that, Connor Daly? You hated it, didn't you? What's that? They did some stuff. Nah, you hated it, didn't you? Yeah, all right. We're not doing that with iRacing. You guys didn't like it. Again, the drivers expressed their dissatisfaction with the tire models and everything on iRacing, and iRacing worked with those feedback and made a better product for the IndyCar.
Yeah.
And then IndyCar was like, now we're going with motorsport games. But it's that exclusivity which kind of rubs people up the wrong way.
Well, it's the kind of exclusivity that basically just what's the word? It stifles anybody else from even describing. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it was exclusive or not. What mattered was how the exclusivity clause was so. How should I put this? Obtuse. That basically you couldn't. It was the equivalent of saying, "Oh no. If you're this guy, yeah, you can't describe, you can't talk about it because it's not on your papers."
You couldn't even broadcast it or stream it.
No, you couldn't.
That didn't stop people. Some people still doing that. I'm looking at you guys from Team i5G. What's his name who runs Team i5G? Oh, you know who I mean. The guy who used to do Bottom Split, Arca Break Weekly.
You mean Jordan Worth?
No, Arca Break Weekly, not Bottom Split.
Oh, fuck.
I can't remember his name. But the guy who basically runs Team i5G, and they've got like the best IndyCar drivers on the sim. That's not a brag by them. Like 3 of the last 4 Indy 500s top splits were won by those guys. So that just goes to show. Yeah, he was still streaming stuff. IndyCar. The thing was, the IndyCar series on iRacing took a hit because of those rules in the licensing.
Right.
Because it also meant that, like, okay, so where can the Dallara IR18 now race on sim? Can we go to Worldwide Technology? No, IndyCar races down in the real world. You can't use it.
Yeah.
Kansas? No. Pocono? Yes. Really? We don't use it anymore. We don't like it. Okay. So yeah, like it was a horrible system that they had to work with. Also, Daniel Holmer just did an F and sorry. Has something happened with Daniel
Holman? Where is he?
Holmer, yeah. Did he almost... Oh, I think he ran into the back of Mark Rediker.
Well, there's Michael Hogwood, not a cult. How long ago did this happen?
No, Daniel Holmer, not Michael Hogg. Daniel Holmer.
Yeah, I'm looking at Daniel Holmer right now.
Oh, God, no, Mark Rediker just got rear-ended by Mike Golightly. Just a light tap, and Rediker's okay, but Rediker is not having a good time out there.
Well, I mean, it is Fuji and it is multi-class, but it's...
Makes it sound... to quote a man, I'm an IndyCar in reverse. Yep. Yeah. We'll leave it like that. I'm looking at these times now. Some of the LMP2s have started their pit stops, Rob. They're now 3 laps behind some of these GTPs are only 4 laps behind. I think Ericsson is starting to lap some of these LMP2s.
I'm trying to do the... Ericsson is... Yes, he is 21 seconds behind. So he starts his charge of everybody up until 8th position, which is Travis Henderson.
Yeah, and Jason Waller has only just got out of turn 3.
What did I say about my prediction?
What did you say about your prediction?
Lap 60. He would be passed at lap 60.
I don't know. Well, there's been another... Ooh, what's happening? I keep my ears glued to everything, and I just hear people talking about things, and things are happening on the racetrack, and I can't see what happened. You just hear the race. You know what it's like, Rob. You know when you're racing, you just hear somebody go, "Oh, something happened," and you're like, "Okay, what happened?" And you don't get an answer.
You at that point, I would assume the worst. It would just be like,
yeah.
Oh,
And then, like,
no.
You give yourself a mental memory afterwards, like, what lap was that? I'll go back and look at that. Then you just forget all about it. So, well, that's the 37 of Ericsson. His teammate, Atkinson, he is catching up to Sam Harper. There is Atkinson with the Swedish flag.
Yeah, but they both
the
have
fin.
Swedish flags.
Yeah, because they're both Swedish.
Fair enough. But still majorly stuck. Sam was able to save time in the pits. I don't think he took tires because he only spent 33 seconds in the pits. Either that or he had a much more successful stop. But I wager it was because he didn't take tires.
No, I reckon it was just a more successful stop. This is going to be... Oh, no, it's not. No, Atkinson held back a bit too early. He won't do the... Look at the traffic of cars they've gone past, and you don't want to see the traffic of cars they've got to go through next. There they are.
There they are, and my goodness, it is absolutely gracious.
He is absolutely gracious.
He is absolutely furious.
I'm okay. So this is the crazy thing. Why has nobody done a Murray Walker AI voice yet? I'm not a huge fan of AI, and I know that somebody created a program for the football, the soccer, the live scores. There used to be a man that did it for like 40 years for the BBC, the final score results. And with the blessing of his family, he created an AI program that gave away the football results in his voice, and you can get it installed on your smart speaker. So you get the old Manchester United 2, Liverpool 1, using his voice. It's beautiful. Why have they done that with Murray?
Why have they done that with Murray?
Haven't.
Because Murray's dead. He can't give his consent.
But his family can. That's what I mean about the football thing. The family gave the consent.
I'd rather not.
All I'm going to say, it'd be better than Crofty. The same. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I mean, like, a wet paper towel can be better than Crofty.
Whew.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, like, that is the way I see it, and that is my own personal opinion. Other opinions are available, but Crofty is a wet paper towel when it comes to commentating. Now, he appeals to certain people. He appeals to the stereotypical Lewis Hamilton fan that joined after he started winning all the championships row after row.
So here's the thing. I'm now going to stand far back from my microphone, and you're going to get an echo, right?
Yeah.
This is going to be Crofty, because all you hear when he shouts is an echo. You ready?
Yeah.
And through goes Hamilton! And a brilliant move by Lewis Hamilton!
Yeah.
Fantastic! He's on his way for another victory!
Whoa, hold on a minute. That was Melvin Atkinson. Oh, the little bit of an upset car coming through the new... Yeah, hit the curb on the...
Out.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's have a look here.
You got the echo, and then we got a crash. I should have kept doing it with the echo.
Bounce, and then the grass. Snap oversteer.
But yeah.
And
also, that curb's got a dip there, Rob.
It does. It does.
I think that's where the bottoming out happened more than anything. But yeah, Sam was catching him, and I think the pressure got to him.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Like a pressure cooker. I can't do the high pitched noise of a pressure cooker. I'm not even trying.
A high. Oh no, my goodness, my ears.
Sorry. You know what I mean, though. Robert's gone deaf. On track overtake. Ericsson gets past Wallet.
And Blankvist.
On track overtake. Blomqvist gets past Henderson.
Actually, I just realized something. The LMP2s are actually going through, not only just lapping the other LMP3s that we had on the LMP3s, the LMP2s that we had on screen, but they're now starting to pass the GT3s.
Yeah.
So it's going to look like a multicolored dream coat on your screens, because I should actually flash up the other one. This is the class coloring. GTP is in yellow, Dalaras are in blue, and the IMSA class, which is the GT3s, are in bright pink. But if we go back to the other one, it's now coming to the stage where it's starting to get quite, what's the word? Multicolored-ish.
Red and yellow and pink
and blue. Can't even remember.
Brew. Did you go brew? Yeah, you want a proper brew.
Yeah, I do want a proper brew. I want a cuppa. I want a cup of tea.
Oh, well, let me get the... No, I'm not doing the whistle again.
No, do not do the whistle. No, please.
Let me get the hot stove on for you.
Oh God, I'd love a bit of the hot stove right now. But getting back to it, Jesper has actually gone through and passed Wallop. Kinchelo is up next.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah, well, I saw the 79 also do, an in-spirit slide as well. That's Daniel Holmer. On the outside he goes. Passing. Teammates passing. Where is Facaponti? Okay, so Facaponti is turn 1. 45 seconds.
Also, what has happened to Jacob Hyde? Because I just noticed he's now in P3.
I think he had 2 accidents back to back. Well, he had a spin back to back.
Yeah, he was trying to catch up to Facaponti, and then he had the spin. And yeah, that cost him both positions. So yeah. That's such a shame for him, but race is still on for him. But I did see some LMP2s in the pits, though, Rob, so I think they're starting to come up to their penultimate pit stop.
Would be for the LMP2s. They would literally pit on the moment that the pit window opens for them. So, I think for that case, what we will do is we will when they pit. Oh, the wipers are going again. When the LMP2 comes into the pits, we will take a 5-minute break at that point, and we'll come back for the penultimate section, which will just be right around 40-45 minutes. But we won't go just yet. We'll let you know when that happens. It's car number 10, Tom Guest, cutting through. That's Joshua Hampton and Mark Redeker behind him in the Ferrari and the AMG respective. So the LMP2s are starting through, but they are going to have to pit again, as will the GT3s. Don't know when exactly, but Facaponti is on lap 28 of his current stint. All others are on lap 18, or all of the main runners are on lap 18 of their current stint. So all will have to pit again. But it just depends on when you did the splash and dash. Or did you do a splash and dash? Or do you need a splash?
LMP2s will have to do a splash and dash.
No, the LMP2s have to do... Well, no, it's not really a splash and dash when you have to do a full refuel.
Okay, yeah, but the other classes, they don't have to do a splash and dash.
Yeah.
It's just balls to the wall.
Oh, well, yeah, absolutely.
And with some of the overtaking today, putting cars to the wall. Can we say that? Yeah, we said it.
What, balls to the wall?
No, cards to the wall.
Oh, cars to the wall.
Yeah, like I said, there's been some interesting overtakes from the prototypes today. I've mentioned a couple already. And oh, hello, car in 13th position, going slow. Oh, it's Michael Hogg. He's in the pits. No. Why is he coming to the pits so early? He has damage. He picked that damage up earlier in the race. I'd love to know where he.
My goodness, he picked it up.
Ah, there we go. Hang on. He got rear-ended lap.
Oh
40.
no! Oh no! Might wanna hold off on my prediction there for a second. This happened. All on his own, Ericsson loses control.
Oh, does he keep it out the wall? He does.
He does, but I want to show you his gyro because that was a bit spooky.
I'm gonna make this overtake. Can I make this overtake? Oh, it's gonna be touch and go. You know what? I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna go for this. I'm gonna go. I gotta brake now. Oh no! He just upset the car there when trying to do the braking. And now,
Whoop.
yeah,
It keeps it out of the wall, but barely.
just. Right, Jason Wallett's in the pits, but he's P10 in the LMP.
Jason Wallop is coming into the pits now. Yes, he's not in the pits yet.
No.
Also, there's another thing as well. They do the paddle motions now. If you pay attention to his right hand. Or
I do, yes. But they've also. Oh, did he?
I'm pretty sure he did not make that.
Let's wait and see. I don't see a black flag yet. No. He's clean.
Just about, but he did slam on his brakes. Also,
the pit lane speed is 60 kilometers an hour. He crossed the line. Want to take a guess without looking?
84.
Nope, 65.
The
front of the car is hitting at 76 when he crosses the line. The rear crosses at 60. So I'm guessing iRacing bases it on the rear of the car. I've never worked it out. He just makes it on that precipice. So,
well,
yes.
He is the luckiest man in existence. Facaponte comes out for the final time of today's race. 30 laps to go. I'm waiting for the LMP2s to come in.
They should be now. Surely Pearson.
Pearson. That's 61 of 90. He'll be coming in within the next 3 laps. So
he pitted lap 30.
Yeah.
His lap 30. And he's on his lap 59. So do the maths, Rob. Or do the Bartman.
Do the Bartman instead. But at the very least, 1 second.
God, I am so old I remember that song.
Yeah, so do I.
Everybody do the Bartman. Oh.
Oh, dearie me. Anyways, Jesper Eriksson, after his little kerfuffle, is back up running. Will have to make another pit stop, as will Sam Harper. Melvin will also have to make another stop, as will Tom Dreiling. Apparently, Rob Courtney has a checkered flag, according to his name, but that's incorrect, Atvo. Thank you. Facaponte has pitted and is back out, so he does not have to pit again. Is in clean air, though. That's the main thing.
Yeah, remember, Adam took a different pit stop strategy. He decided to go early. He'll have loads of time, but I think he's also doing this to give himself that space. He's doing it in bunches of 30 instead of just draining the tank out all the way.
Oh, yeah.
That may be a good idea.
Well, I mean,
also,
it's whatever you're comfortable with.
But also then, Rob, at the same time, does that mean he also fueled to only do 30 laps at a time? Not 30 laps at a time, sorry. I can't do my maths. Yeah, 30 laps. No, I can't remember now. My head's gone. Yeah, he's got to do 2 stops. Martin Pearson's finally in the pits like we predicted. Yeah, 2 stops. Yeah, no, I'm right. Adam could have put 30 liters of fuel in first time by, pit lap 30, then come in lap 60, and that's his 2 stopper. I'm right. You just don't want to admit it.
I'll allow it this time.
Woo!
But I'm just trying to do the math because I'm trying to figure out. Oh, why is Cardamom? Oh, whoa!
Oh, there's Cardamom. Why is there's why?
Yeah, another spin in the same spot that Kinchlow did it.
Oh no! He got held up. In front of him was Jan Brony. Sorry.
Oh, well, he did try, but that's not the right way of doing it. But yeah, a bit of a scare there, and then had to slam on the brakes. The LMP2s are in the pits, so that means we are going to take a 5-minute break. Don't go away. We will be back again in a few minutes to continue the rest of the race and see who and which class wins the Fuji Predator Series. Welcome back, one and all. Lap 70 here out of 90. 30 minutes remain of the race. As a reminder, for anybody that's participating and wants to do interviews, GSRC will be your guide to all of that. I can shut early battling for P3 with Simen Brothen, Simen had a fair few turbulent Terzies, but they all have to pit anyway, so all out of place. The real leader, as of right now, is this man, Adam Fatchaponti, who is currently sat 5th overall, and will very soon have to deal with this man, who himself will very soon have to deal with this man, Jesper Eriksson, who is charging towards a final stop here soon. 31 laps in his current stint, so he'll be in for a splash and dash at some point, just not sure when.
I mean, well, I was looking, I think we're looking at like lap 78 for the GTPs.
Well, the rest of them have already pitted, so... Oh, no,
the GTPs, sorry, yeah.
Oh, the GTPs, sorry, yeah. Melvin hasn't. Sam has, but he is a bit of a shuffle down. He's a lap down in comparatives, so...
I mean, I'm just like stealing the stats from Joey, from GSRC. So he thinks the GT3s could stretch it to about lap 80. And he's thinking the GTPs around 70, 75. Well, where are those GTPs right now? 69, dude!
69. So,
yeah, they're going to have to splash and dash soon. If I'm Ericsson, when do I splash and dash with what? 30 minutes left in the race? Almost gets taken out, though, on Edward Shelley. And again, that is a little bit of multi-class issue because there's not a gap there, Rob. And you don't have the pull on an LMP2. What are they doing? What is he doing?
What's who doing?
Ericsson and then Shelley, and I just don't understand what's going on.
What, they're racing each other?
No, Ericsson almost went into the back of Joshua Hampton and almost then spun Edward Shelley, trying to get out to trying to get down the straight.
Probably trying to go too fast. I mean, let's put it to you this way: out of every single iRater in this thing, he's the only one that's 5K, and he's the highest iRacing driver on the track right now.
That is true. That is true, but a little bit of the less loud pedal is he? Oh my genie Mac! Again, that's a lower driver. I've had this before, and this isn't a knock at Ericsson. This is just a general talk. Okay, I've had this issue before in a race where a wreck was caused by a GTP on a GT3, the Red Bull Ring. You know, just before the final two corners, you've got that high-speed little quick right-hander. Now, they're taking different lines, and the GT3's not at fault because he's holding his line. GTP admits fault, he apologizes. Then he pulls out the line, I'm just used to being in the top split where those guys take this line. And I just stopped and went, no, stop. Just because they're a top split driver, you know, you've got to adjust your style for who you're driving against. Does that make sense? So that's no offense to Ericsson, that's no offense to James Dean. James Dean is a 1K driver. He's not going to be driving as you expect a 4K driver to take that corner. You've got to be ready for it. You've got to be more prepared. And remember, you're the car with the faster engine. With all the power, be patient. You control who lives and who dies in this race, basically. If that makes... Yeah, that makes sense. He says. Atkinson just went purple, by the way, 123.8. But...
Well, he has to because there's no time. Like, he's got... His gap right now, well, it's still saying the interval is 2 laps, but when I did the run backwards, he is still 3 minutes plus behind. And I don't know about you, but I don't. Well, he's about to unlap himself for the penultimate time, going across the line. He will still have to pit, though, so it kind of makes...
Pit now? No, he's going to hold on.
No, I'd say get a good lap in first before you do.
Well, yeah, that is true. 11 seconds up the road is Daniel Blomqvist, who is second in the LMP2s. He won't catch him in time, but that's a good thing because the cars ahead of Jesper right now is Rob Courtney, a second and a half in LMP2. He'll get past him. Oscar Fredriksson, 8 seconds ahead. He won't get past him. So he is going to get 2 laps of really good traffic here. He's just going to get past this one LMP2 who have a little bit of a hold up. Gets around and no problem. He's got all the downforce and more. He's fine. Now he's just got a free lap, basically. I think. No, wait. Wolfgang Hoto's 9 seconds away. Oh, my God. Slides, 2 slides, 3 slides there for Jesper. He is really driving that car on the rickety, raggedy edge.
Well, I mean, it's the you know, sort of the, what's the word? You have to go fast because you don't have any other choice. Because if you don't, what'll happen is you're going to get caught behind another car. You're going to get stuck behind another car, and if you do that too many times, somebody like Jesper is going to come back and, you know, pick you off. Like Martin Pearson is the lead of the LMP2s, yet he's still. Let's see, 40. So 27 plus 44 is just around a minute.
I think he's got a chance. I think he's got more of a chance than Jesper. Both cars have to. Pearson had pitted, hasn't he? Has he pitted? Yeah, he has, hasn't he? Yeah, Pearson pitted lap 60. He might have to do a splash and dash. I'm not entirely sure. But Pearson, it's in his hands right now. And you see on the multicolored timing tower.
Well, I would actually probably wager that Jesper is still my favorite, but he has to put in laps like complete bananas.
He's in the pits. He's taking the pit stop now.
Yeah, he has, yeah.
So he's going to go another lap down to Pearson. No, is he just going to get out ahead of Pearson? Oh, no, he's just going to miss it. And then there's Ray Partridge, who's also battling. So he'll hold off Ray Partridge, and now he'll have to get past Pearson again. That's actually really good awareness. He loses next to nothing there, Rob.
What, Partridge? Or
Ericsson?
Ericsson?
Ericsson.
Yeah, of course. He's just trying to put in blinding laps now at this point, because if he doesn't,
Daniel, Blomqvist in the pits as well. That's no, that's fine. Mark Rediker's got a black flag. Think he was speeding in the pits, or I'm not sure. His final 20 minutes or so are just absolutely chaotic. Again, see, we need a Murray Walker AI to do that. Now, this is absolutely chaotic. See? It just works.
This is absolutely chaotic.
Yeah. Right.
I was just trying to. I have my calculator on my phone because like, how do I do this math?
I could hear tapping.
How do I do time math? You can hear me tapping, can you?
I heard something. I was like, I think he's doing something.
Yeah, I was actually doing math. Yeah.
Ericsson took tires, by the way. He was a second slower than Ackerson, which isn't an issue, but I think it's all now eyes on what can Pearson do. I don't think Ericsson can do this. What? He's got, what? 15 I look at Ericsson and he just goes through the middle of 2 cars to make an overtake. And he spins out Gary Thomas!
Gary Thomas is around. Yeah, that was a big slide. Was that I thought that was... Let me have a look. Where's Gary Thomas? There he is. It's around. So coming through. Cuts through the middle. Oh, he did hit him.
Yeah. And yeah. Also, Martin Pearson had to take evasive maneuvers. Because he was accidentally reversing back onto the track.
Yeah, and not into the middle of, you know.
So, this does mean, though, that Pearson... where is Baker? So, Baker is 25 seconds ahead of Smart. Have I got my stats right? Oh, yes. Now comes the interesting stats, ladies and gentlemen. And so the top 6 in the GT3s are on the overall lead lap. David Baker has to make a pit stop. Schmeier has to. Bratton has to. Schutt has to. Bacaponte does not. And neither does any... I think Stromberg as well, the only other person in the top 10 that needs to make a pit stop. This is going to be very interesting to see what happens in the end. But I don't know, Rob, my mental maths at the moment, and also me just lynching off other people's stats, I think the LMP2s are going to have this.
Oh, well, they probably are correct. If my math is... Yeah, well, I think my math is off a little bit. Jesper is going to unlap himself, but is he going to unlap himself again and take the lead all within 12 laps? I do not think so. Also, Discord cut out again, so you might need to repeat what you said. Because thank you, Discord.
So yeah, we're having these Discord issues. I think Discord's just having general issues today.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I haven't even looked, but no, all systems are operational on Discord. Cool eyes to that.
I'm going to say that Jesper is... I'm still trying to think. How much does he have to make up? Well,
Mark Rediker, that's not the line. And he hit the lead GT3, David Baker!
Baker is still fine.
He lost his nose. Oh, he lost his nose, and then the replay decided, no, you can have it back.
Yeah, I was just like, I went to Baker. It's like, I see his...
But he did go into the back of Rediker. Losing time there on the final corner, going into the backside of Rediker. Schmeier, Blaffen, both in the pits. That means Baker and Schutt are the last ones to make their pit stops. Bacaponte can smell it. He can smell the dub. I am never saying that again. He can smell the dub. Actually, Bacaponte just went purple. 136. 199.
199 for a Cornetto. Are you mad? Wait, don't the GT... Oh, wait, hang on a minute.
Bacaponte's already done his pit stop.
Bacaponte has.
Yeah, nobody else has. Top 5.
Baker has to.
Yeah, as does Schutt, like I was saying. And that's it. Stromberg as well down in 10th, but he's not in this battle. So it is down to Pearson. Ericsson, maybe. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, this is where we're doing the math. And the math...
Pearson is on the lead lap.
Oh yeah, well yeah, he just overcooked him, yeah. Overcooked him? Overtook him.
So he's on lap 79. David's just starting lap 80. Pearson has to find basically 1 minute 20. 10 seconds is the delta. That's going to be tough, Rob. It's going to be tough. Actually, it's 11 seconds. That's going to be very tough. It's going to come down to the last 2 laps. I could do that at the top of my head. I could do mental maths. Used to. Put me in front of a dartboard. No. Oi, ref, what did I get? A treble 19, a treble 19, and a single 20. Yeah, what'd that get, mate? I don't know. I don't know. What does it get? Oh, seriously, what does it get?
What gets you a cookie?
Hang on, no, 57. Hang on, I'm going to work this out now. 57, that's 114, 134. There.
That is some math right there.
Well, they don't call me the mathematician for nothing. They do, actually.
I hate math.
See, I used to be very good at maths, and then I went and did maths at the A level, and my maths was like, this isn't maths.
Yep.
I know. Make me do multiplications and stuff and algebra. Don't make me try and work out what the diameter of something using the Chinese postman system is while also expanding the brackets. Yeah, but further maths was just statistics, right? And basically there were like 5 different ways to work out stats for work out things for statistics. It was horrible.
So I'm going to still stick with Ericsson, but Ericsson has to clock in God lap after God lap to have a chance.
Well, he just went purple. What are we talking God laps?
As in purple laps.
Right. David Baker Hackenschut in the pit. Where is Facaponte? There he is.
He just got passed by Ericsson.
So that now means Ericsson is on the lead lap.
Yes, he is. And he has just overtaken Daniel Homer, so he is 11th overall and chasing down Batten.
Oh, David Baker! Getting an overtaken around the outside by Facaponte! This is the battle for the GT Freely! You wanted to talk about, Rob, Ericsson needs the laps of the gods. How about P1 and P2 battling for the win? That might help him.
That will definitely help him. But you know who will also help? It'll help Pearson as well, because Pearson is only 23 seconds down the road.
Oh, go on. Adam trying to make the move. They're going to come together almost. Whoa, Genie Mac. The understeer, side by side, through the hairpin. Not working. Adam wants this, and he knows he has to get this done ASAP. But again, the more they battle, Rob, Ericsson and Pearson are going to be loving this.
Well, what else can you do apart from... well, at this point, the gloves are off. It's 9 laps to go. You know, you kind of have to...
No!
Facaponte!
Not the place to make the move. Not the place to make the move. That door does not open enough. He's going to have to work all that out. And he hasn't got the slipstream either.
And then he's also got 20-lap-old tires.
I don't think that's going to be the issue here.
No, I think this is going to be the issue.
So, wait, Pearson 13 seconds away from Facaponte?
Yes, it is. I do admire the fact that you're able to get that, but I'm still with my man. Still with my man.
Ericsson is 40. No, Ericsson is 55 seconds behind.
Okay, yeah. I think you might be the one that got this one right.
55 seconds behind. They are lapping what? 4 seconds? 4 nines doesn't make 50, my guy. I think Pearson's got this. And I think a lot of it as well is just it's traffic management, because yes, I've been on about the aggressive prototype moves today. However, Rob, these LMP2s don't have that launch off the corners. But again, Ericsson could still get a top 3 here overall. Would you agree?
I would.
Good.
Because the evidence suggests that, yes, you got this one right.
Anyway, David Baker, Adam Vaccaponti, they're battling. In the background will be Martin Pearson. It's Pearson. Can he find an opportunity to get past? There is Pearson. He's trying to catch up. What's he going to do when he gets side by side with them? Can he make the move into the corner? Of course he can. He's in a prototype.
He's in a prototype. If you did not know, a prototype is the ability to be able to do whatever you please. I don't know the rest of it. I'm sorry.
Do you want to go back to the old Pathé News style?
And
now here's Vaccaponti. He's looking to really rag that Dallara around. Just look at that steering.
And look at this. This is Martin Pearson coming in a much faster car, being unable to slow down because he is in an LMP2. This is Adam Vaccaponti being unable to do anything, being passed, and that is an LMP2, and he's coming around the outside now. Coming in, no. Tucking in this way and that, and now he takes the lead. The lead now goes to Martin Pearson of an LMP2 car, and that is Jesper Eriksson, unable to make a difference, still stuck 49 seconds behind the lot of them.
I tell you what, Pearson might even lap the GTs again. I'm just saying.
Oh, he'll lap at least some of them. Oh, absolutely. He's already. Yeah. He's already about to lap one.
He really has
also, if you look at the timing sheet, it's just a multicolor now.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Like shade, like blue, then just a big pink blob, blue, yellow, blue, pink, yellow, blue, yellow, blue,
comes
blue.
in colors everywhere.
It comes in
she's in my hair. That's all I know.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Oh, it's like a rainbow. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Pearson now, yeah, he's starting to lap other drivers.
Yeah, all he needs to do is keep focus. Don't make a mistake. He's basically got it now because as long as he keeps good pace, he'll be well ahead of Jesper. But he has to go through traffic quite considerably. That's not a cult.
That's not a cult.
Where is he actually? Where is? Oh, he's 15th, so he's made up 2 positions.
Right, so I want to keep my eyes on where Ericsson is because I think he may get that top 3. He's about to overtake Garen Batten who is 3rd in the LMP2s. So that will puts him overall 6th overall.
Put
for
him.
Ericsson.
Ericsson will now be 9th overall.
Do you want to double check that?
You're
right.
He's 9th overall.
Yeah, he's 9th overall.
He'll be 6th overall momentarily because Edward Shelley is ahead of him. There's Edward Shelley. There's Simon Brathen. Hagen Schutz right there. So yeah, he'll be ahead, but in a moment. In a moment. Relax, young Padawan. He'll be there in a moment.
I can't relax. There's what? Well, we're actually about to start lap 85 as Pearson has the overall lead in the race. I wonder if he knows he's got the overall lead in the race.
I would assume he has now at this point, because he'll just see one right beside him. And also, he won't see. He'll see like numbers everywhere else, but he's in the lead of the race. He's in the overall lead of the race now. Though I'm pretty sure he's just putting in hard laps at this point and just smashing the loud pedal as hard as he can.
I want to see the time when Ericsson crosses the start-finish line, what the gap is. He'll go past Mike Golightly, who did not had a great race until that mishap in the pits. He sees ahead of him Edward Shelley, Simon Blatham, and Hakan Schut. He'll get past all of them this lap. How is the gap, though, as he crosses the start-finish line? He was 47 seconds behind. Last lap, he's 44 seconds. Yeah, he can't do it, Rob. So... And he did have a couple mistakes, and he just had another slide on the braking. So I think you can put this down to the mistakes cost him today.
Oh, most definitely. It's like,
yeah,
it's a case of
Oh, Brafram just went around.
It's chaos right now to even. Oh, there he is. There's Simon. Oh, well,
yeah, now out of the top
5 in class. I'm pretty sure it'll be dissected by the boys at GSRC Toys more better than we could do. As of right now, 7 minutes to go.
Roughly.
Lap 86, 85 laps completed, so we're counting down now. And, you know, it's been quite a bit close, but the LMP2s, again, they just surprised me with how well they did. I would have thought they would have had major issues getting through, but no, the major issue was for Ericsson. If he didn't have that spin, he would have been 10 seconds further up the road than he was.
Yeah, then he had another moment as well. Could have been, but I also just look at this, Rob, and think to myself, well, you know, I just think about maybe it's the pit stops here. Just really efficient driving to get to those pit stops is what helped these LMP2s. Oh my genie, Mac, almost taking out Edward Shelley there, or Edward Shelley almost taking himself out there.
Well, he's now 4th and is closing in on both David Baker and Facciaponti. So the real question now is, can Facciaponti hold on for 3rd?
Well, David Baker would have that position. David Baker's been the GT3, so it's going to have to be a battle that way.
Oh, well, yeah, absolutely, because it'll be there'll be no other way to skin it. But yeah, Shelley will actually, do you know what? I think Shelley will get 3rd. I think it's just a foregone conclusion now, because the LMP2s are just that much faster. They're 10 seconds. They're going to close them in this lap. So yeah, Shelley will get 3rd, and then it'll be a choice between 4th. Or actually, no, will Garen Batten get to that point as well? Because Garen Batten's not too far behind either. And I
think he will.
Yeah, so now he is closed up. So the blue is filtering towards the top, as is the yellow, in a great breakneck pace. The
yellow's not going to the top, Rob.
No, not to the top.
Atkinson is still 13. Atkinson's still 13th. So...
Yeah.
Oh, whoa!
This is on board with Ericsson, as he's cutting through nearly everybody.
Woo! That was... I think he realizes he needs a miracle to get to the finish, and I don't think he's going to get it, but he's going to get this. He's now officially 3rd in the race, and that's for P2. And Baker goes wide. Does that allow Facciaponti to come by?
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
No, Facciaponti does close up, though.
He does close up, but he doesn't get by. And Edward Shelley's right behind them, so you are right. And where's Garen Batten? Yeah, Garen Batten's going to make it as well. Pearson is on lap 88 of 90.
Yeah, so I would have said that Pearson was much more successful with cutting through traffic, because Ericsson had to hold up for that. But what could have been for the GT3s, they'll have to settle for at a minimum 5th.
Makes me wonder. I think Facciaponti did right with that pit strategy. But it just makes me wonder, could they have worked together to get that pace going?
Could have, but...
Tough one.
It is a tough one. Let's see if I can... Do I have a proper camera? It's alright.
What's a camera? What is that?
That's the Dougie Beard special of the GT3s. For the
special?
Well, it's his camera set. So thank you very much once again to Dougie Beard. You can get more of his great work at GSRC, or you can, you know, his cameras are provided to us for this race by Dougie Beard, and he's also the same camera set for GSRC. But this is a great camera. I just wanted to see, does Facciaponti get the chance? Facciaponti will have probably one or two chances before he is completely kaput. But
Bacaponte is trying to battle to save the position here
Yeah,
more than anything. But
he
he would
is,
love
yeah.
to get that P4 because also that would be a P4 overall, but that would
no,
also be a P1 in
P5,
class.
P5
Oh
overall.
yeah, Garen Batten. Yeah,
Garen Batten is in 4th. So, unfortunately for this man, those mistakes. Now, to be fair, if he did not make those mistakes, he would have been right on the back end of Martin Pearson right about now.
I would think so. Yeah.
Martin Pearson definitely won this race by being consistent, and it goes to show you.
Well, let's look at the gaps, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
Right, this just shows how good Pearson and Ericsson's been today. Ericsson, next car, 28 in class, 28 seconds behind him. Right, Pearson, next car behind him, Edward Shelley, 44 seconds behind. And by the way, information to pit lane: lead driver is on white flag.
Yep, white flag this time by. And my timing tower has basically just had to go ahead and update itself because it was like, oh, we were on the final lap. Oh, I didn't know. But it is final lap time. And yeah, this is going to be, well, a victory parade for him because he just needs to bring the car home. And Ericsson won't, unfortunately, have the chance to see it through. And you know what's even worse? GT3s won't even get 5th.
That Daniel Homer coming by?
Not only that, Melvin Atkinson is coming by.
Whoa. Well, the prototype's getting to the front of the field. You expect that, but wow, the gaps are just going to be absolutely chaotic. Can Baker hold on to this? He's got one more lap to hold on to it. Meanwhile, Pearson's literally got 5 more corners before he wins the race.
Yep, there goes 5th and 6th. For
Come
the
on,
boys.
Fight it, David!
David! But that is Pearson, first winner of the Majors 2024. I was about to say 24, but then that conflicts with the Majors 24 nomenclature. But makes it through and does a victory dance to celebrate. And that is it for him. Ericsson, what could have been, though, unfortunately for him, mistakes had sent him on his way with a spin at the sweeping left-hander before
the Coca-Cola
corner. Yeah, I was going to say Coca-Cola. And just unfortunately, really did seal it. And then another accident that he had before really did take the toll. And I think he actually I think he might have run out of fuel.
He might have. Right,
no, he didn't.
Can Facaponte hold on to this? There's Edward Shelley. He's going to get 3rd in the race. Garen Batten's going to get 4th. These two are in a final battle. Can Adam make this overtake? It's going to be very tough. He's going to have to look for it. This is risky as he goes into 14. They're going to touch and bang wheels together. He might have done it. It was a little bit dirty. They're still fighting, though. Into the final corner, into Panasonic they go. Why goes Adam? He's going to try the cutback. The cutback's not there. Cutback's not there. He may have just cost himself. Baker with the sprint to the line. This is going to be tough. Everyone knows the Mercedes has got the top-end speed here, and that will be all she wrote. I think Adam was a little bit too early with that move.
Yep. And as he crosses the line, you can see even with the slipstream, the AMG is pulling away. And unfortunately, that is all they wrote. David Baker with the Mercedes comes home in the lead for the GT3 class. And by the way, with how things stacked up, our final guy to cross the line is this man. The Colt was the final one to cross the line in 16th position. Oh my goodness. But 30th overall, so he bet 10 of the drivers. Theoretically.
Pearson doing his victory donuts. He's finished those. He's going to get other people to join in with him.
Oh no.
No,
there we go. There's a victory parade from Edward Shelley.
From Fusion doing a little bit of a victory parade.
Yeah, that is a victory parade. And he did come 3rd, so that, I would celebrate that.
Oh, always.
Though I am the first-time runner and first-time winner of the Le Mans 24, back when it was originally called the iRacing Le Mans series.
All right.
Split 13. Well, it was still a win.
All right. Do you want to run over the results before we head off for the evening?
Yes, we can indeed. I'm pretty sure I still have the results as finish, but with the class nomenclatures. So, well, of course, we'll run over the top 5 and then let the rest scroll. Of course, a big shout out to the Pearsons and the Ericssons for finishing first and second in Go. Edward Shelley in third, Garen Batten in fourth, and Atkinson finishing fifth with Homer in sixth. Seventh goes to Baker with Anna Vatraponti in eighth. Ninth was Tom Guest with 10th going to Schmeier. 11th was Hyde. Schutt in 12th. Brathen in 13th. Then we get into those finishing a lap or more down, correction. And it's basically from here. As long as you finished well. And Brony's car is still broken. Thanks to one and all for joining in with us. I know it was a bit different, but with the one split, unfortunately, we were crammed in with everybody else. We decided to take things a different direction. Also, Hawkins' car is broken, as is Haggestrom's car. But we hope that you did actually enjoy it. If you like what you see, click like and subscribe on so you don't miss another round of Raidillon TV. Next time round for the majors is going to be, as we said, round 2 for the Daytona 500 with the next gen models for the Intimidator series. But that's coming in the end of January, the start of February. Next for us will be the Proto GT Thrustmaster Challenge going around. Crikey, where are they going around? I did the title work for this.
What's that?
I did the title work for the Proto GT Thrustmaster Challenge, and I forgot where I'm going.
We're at Daytona!
I forgot. But do join us there, and we hope to see you again soon. But until then, I have been Robert O'Brien.
And I have been Craig King.
And this has been Raidillon TV, the only corner that you need. Good evening, one and all.